Folks, I'm not even worried. I've learned I'm not going to listen to any negative bullshit, so you guys can take this for what you want. I now know they're just the evil people that I can't let them affect me. But I'm going to be putting up a couple videos here soon, maybe 3. I'm going to put one up right after this one connected to this, so don't worry. And these are a couple good subjects. One is, why are the evil people attacking us spiritual people, the people that we know the truth? It's so interesting. I hope you guys enjoy it. And then the other one's going to be coming right after that. That's talks about basically people from Australia want to know kind of what I asked. What's going on? Are the white hats in control? Are we good? What's going on? Because Australia and New Zealand are. Hopefully you'd watch it, share it. Whoever you think may believe it, but I've been saying this for a very long time now. God's waiting on us as a whole to come together. So for me, I got to work on not letting the evil get to me. But we all need to try to work on the ones that are on the fence. There's going to be some we don't get. They're just straight full of evil. But the ones on the fence,
in my area alone have
you have
died
to listen
due
to it.
to this.
It's pretty good.
Could you please let us know if we are under white hat control, or if you cannot say that, would you please pass on a message to them saying we need them to intervene now? We have stepped up as much as we can and don't know what else to do. Please will they help us? Love from Joe and the Australian membership.
Thank you. Their response would be that they would require more from you. When I say more from you, I mean more from the people of Australia. There were some fantastic turnouts. Lots and lots of Australian people and New Zealand have become involved. But actually, in many ways, Australia and New Zealand are no different from any other country, in the sense that there is still a very large, sizable proportion of people who are just sitting on the fence. And maybe when double-digit inflation arrives and you can't afford your breakfast cereal and there's nothing here and nothing there, maybe that's what will make people do something. Some countries have had it worse than others, and Australia and New Zealand have had it worse than others. They really have. And it seems very unfair, doesn't it? You've got one country that's lightly touched by it, and you've got another country that seems to have these terribly evil politicians doing what they're doing. And I don't have a full answer for you, because as I've always said, that if I ever was to call the shots, this isn't the way I would have gone about it. I wouldn't have done this. But I don't call the shots. So, that's what we've got. So we've got to look at what we've got, guys, and we've got to say, do we just collapse in a heap and say we can't cope anymore and let them walk over us? No, we're not going to do that. What we've got to say is we need to muster our strength. We've got to see how we can energize ourselves. I mean, look, the white hats control the financial system across the planet now. All the banks sent their returning digital numbers, call it perhaps the pinging back, like a sonar from a submarine. They are digitally locked in, so the cabal has lost control of the banking system. And that's been kept fairly quiet, but we need some good news, don't we? And so, yeah, the politicians are still there. Of course they are. And lots of other corporation bad people. But, the banking system, which is let's face it, the be-all and end-all in terms of making things happen on a physical world, that's now in the hands of the good guys. And we'll see over the coming days the reduction in money available to black hat operations. And so, Australia and New Zealand, you've got no choice. You have to fight on. You have to reconnect. That's what CC is there for be with like-minded people to, hello, Bob, to actually understand that this is a war like no other, and we can't afford to lose it. And and I'm sorry that New Zealand and the Kiwis have had such a hellish time. I use the word deliberately, hellish time. You've got some pretty bloody awful politicians there. But the more evil the politician, the more evil their actions on the public, and the more the public will reject that evil way. And so maybe that's what this is about. Maybe it's about the people of Australia and New Zealand recognizing that if you live in a police state, then your politicians will use that to crack down on you and to pass laws and rules that are not for your benefit at all. And maybe all these millions of people who just sit on the fence, maybe they've got to be shown this right in their face. Maybe when they can't turn away from it any longer, maybe it's there and they're forced to make a choice. Maybe that's where we are. But maybe if President Trump is always going to come charging in on his white horse, maybe we don't need to worry about who our prime minister is or what they're doing here or what they're doing there, because don't worry, Trump will save us. If we now think, well, maybe Trump isn't coming in for a while yet, maybe we are back facing that evil. And, if you think about what the scriptures tell us, you have to face evil and you have to overcome it. Because if you don't, it will overcome you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Good question.
That was a
Very
good answer, man. Thank
heartfelt
you.
question.